Right now at 6, Candy Crush. A local chocolate shop is still open after a car crashed through it this morning.
And officials are joining Governor Tony Evers in voicing their concerns over the closures of HSHS and Prevea.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown.
A car crash in downtown La Crosse left the storefront of Finati's Nut and Chocolate Shop smashed in. The multi-vehicle accident happened earlier this morning. The store owner, Lori Finn, said she was helping a customer when she suddenly heard a crunch sound at the front of her store. She said she saw a vehicle back into another car, causing a ricochet of more vehicles to hit one another. One vehicle jumped the curb as it tried to get unstuck and ultimately smashed into Finati's. Finn said it was an absolute miracle no one was hurt.
We've had dozens of people walking, coming in, buying things, and another absolute miracle that nobody was hurt, which is just unbelievable.
Now, the car crash is still under investigation. Finn said the store is open for business as usual.
A Viroqua man is in custody after an alleged hit and run. According to the Westby Police Department, Mitchell McKittrick was driving a UTV in Westby early Sunday morning when he hit a woman walking down the street. McKittrick was later arrested for a hit and run with great bodily harm. The woman was taken to the hospital where police say she's in serious but stable condition. McKittrick appeared in Vernon County Court this afternoon and is currently being held on a $10,000 cash bond.
The man accused of killing his stepfather in La Crosse is pleading not guilty. 41-year-old Alan Fry appeared in county court today, waiving his preliminary hearing and pleading not guilty to 2 charges. Fry was arrested last month for allegedly shooting and killing his stepfather over a coat. He's in jail on a $750,000 cash bond. He's scheduled to appear in court again on April 30th.
Well, time is running out as Hospital Sisters Health System intends to close its doors in western Wisconsin. Today, Governor Evers visited Eau Claire, meeting with officials at Chippewa Valley Technical for a community leadership discussion.
News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us live in studio with the latest. Jeremy.
Yeah, Ken and Emily, Oakleaf Medical Network hasn't announced yet if they bought Hospital Sisters Health System. This closure is stressing out many members of the community, including Chippewa Valley Technical College students and employees there who rely on HSHS for programs and health care. Nearly 230 students and 45% of nursing graduates were placed at HSHS and Prevea sites through its allied health education programs. Now the school is working with other healthcare providers to prepare students for their medical careers. HSHS employees are also feeling the impacts as more than 1,300 of them might be unemployed soon. Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development Secretary Amy Pachacek says how they plan to help them.
We will do our best to facilitate connections with current open job positions and folks that are qualified for those jobs. The beautiful thing again about healthcare is that given the healthcare workforce shortage nationally, that's not just unique to Wisconsin, that's a national issue. There is a lot of demand and competition for these jobs.
There will be a career fair on Wednesday at Chippewa Valley Technical College for impacted healthcare workers. The fair runs from 10 in the morning until 6 in the evening. According to Eau Claire City Attorney Stephen Nick, employees are being told that their last day is no later than March 22nd, adding some have already been terminated. The city of Eau Claire is asking HSHS to remain open, though, until at least April 21st. Ken and Emily.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The Federal Warning Adjustment and Restraining Notification reports no employer can order a mass layoff until after a 60-day written notice is given to employees.
Well, in the Coulee region, it's still mild. Things are looking pretty good, although at some point, Greg, there's got to be something coming down from the sky.
It is. And you know what? It is actually National Weather Person's Day today, too.
Oh, well, congratulations.
There we go.
I got to fact check that.
There we go. No, you can fact check it. It's actually real. It's legit. But yeah, everyone's going to love if you like warm conditions, they're going to continue at least through Thursday. Record level temperatures once again. We have some high clouds out there, but Eau Claire got up to 53. That was a record. 51. La Crosse got up to 52, but the record was 54, so not quite there. But overall, there's your highs. Pretty much 50s throughout. As you go further to the east, where they had cloud cover in southern and eastern Wisconsin, that kind of held them in the 30s. But overall, that's once again a 25-degree departure from average. Very common theme we've seen, and we're going to see. And there's your temperatures right now. Still very mild out there. Most of the areas are in the 40s. As we look out, we do have a little bit of high clouds pushing across the area. Now, just some high clouds. We'll see that this evening and overnight, and then maybe some clearing later on. All the activity that was eventually going to be the focus for Thursday is well off to the west yet. So this evening, just some high clouds out there. Temperatures very mild for the time of year, just getting down to the mid-30s for La Crosse, and about a similar story for Eau Claire, too, as temperatures drop back to the mid-30s with some light winds. Later on, we're going to break down, car washing days are good here right now, but we are going to get the car washed by Mother Nature here come Thursday. I'll break down if we see any snow with that and what the temperatures look like as we go on the weekend a bit later.
Oh boy. Thanks, Craig.
Well, a bipartisan Senate agreement with the White House to get a grip on the southern border faces stiff opposition from conservatives in the House. The $118 billion bill would overhaul the asylum system and give the president new powers to expel migrants.
But it's all tied to other national security interests like billions in aid to Ukraine that are unfavorable with conservatives.
CBS's Natalie Brand has more from Capitol Hill.
Senate negotiators are touting a bipartisan compromise to try to secure the southern border.
These are powerful new tools that allow any administration, this one and future administrations, to actually gain control of the border.
The newly unveiled bill would give the administration new emergency authority to shut down asylum processing between ports of entry, allowing immediate deportation before asylum is requested. That would happen when migrant encounters reach a daily average of 5,000 over a week. It also ends catch and release policies and speeds the asylum review process for those who are not deported.
If we had this law in place right now, the border would be closed and we would say, no, it's got to be an orderly process.
The bill also includes $60 billion in aid to Ukraine and another $14 billion for Israel, plus humanitarian assistance and other support.
If enacted, the bipartisan compromise would be the first major update to the nation's immigration system in more than 3 decades.
Muzaffar Shishti, a senior fellow with the Migration Policy Institute, says election year politics could complicate the bill's passage.
The extreme right and the extreme left may actually be responsible for the demise of anything that happens here.
Former President Trump has already come out against the bill, and House Speaker Mike Johnson said it's dead on arrival in the House.
If it passes the Senate, what is your message to House Republicans?
Yeah, my focus has been let's get something done. But the worst case scenario is just to keep the status quo on it, because every American, regardless of political party, looks at it and says this is chaos.
A test vote in the Senate is expected as early as Wednesday. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The U.S. says strikes on Iranian-backed groups that attacked U.S. forces in the Middle East are just beginning. A drone attack on a base in Syria used by U.S. troops killed 6 Kurdish soldiers. It's the first significant response to U.S. airstrikes on Iranian-backed militias. The U.S. and Britain have struck dozens of targets on them since a drone attack killed 3 U.S. service members last week. President Biden says the U.S. will do whatever it takes to protect American service members in the region, but the strikes threaten to escalate an already tense situation in the Middle East.
We, the United States, the Department of Defense, do not seek war with Iran, but if our forces are threatened or attacked, we will take appropriate action.
Iranian-backed militias have carried out more than 165 attacks on U.S. troops since October 17th. President Biden formally notified Congress today of the attacks over the weekend.
Kids in the U.S. are facing a mental health crisis.
The groundbreaking research happening in La Crosse shows how being in nature can have dramatic impacts on youth health.
Are you ready to get more from your checking account? Altra's A+ accounts are built with more in mind. More ways to stay connected to your finances with online and mobile banking. More secure ways to pay with contactless debit cards and mobile wallet, so you can make purchases without slowing down. More money in your pocket with better rates, no minimum balance, and no monthly fees. Open your account online and start getting more from your checking account. Altra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Cold weather and winter winds remind us that old windows and doors are not our friends. New windows and doors, expertly installed by certified installers, bring comfort, convenience, energy savings, and a great new look. Begin now in choosing just the right windows for your home. Order now and avoid the inevitable price increase in the new year. No worries about missing a promotion. The Board Store offers you the best possible price every day and any day. Contact us online or visit our showroom for a prompt free estimate on windows and doors or other home improvements.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
Our kids are facing a raging storm of mental health threats, from social media bullying to skyrocketing anxiety and depression. Just last year, the U.S. Surgeon General declared a mental health crisis among American youth.
Here in La Crosse, groundbreaking research reveals an accessible shelter from the storm. Nature. Time spent outdoors is shown to dramatically reduce stress and improve mental health by freeing kids from screens and peer pressure. News 8 Now's Alexandra Carter has the story.
It's known as forest bathing. And according to recent research from UW-La Crosse professor Namyeon Kil, slowly wandering and tuning into nature has profound healing powers.
Improve the mental health conditions, decreased in the levels of anxiety, stress, and also improved energy level. And also we found that significant decrease the physiological aspect of the stress.
In his 2019 study, Professor Kil found that just a 1-hour walk through the Hickson Forest twice a week led to dramatic reductions in anxiety, mood disturbances, and blood pressure in children.
Nature and forest therapy is a very slow and mindful nature and forest therapy walk, which is different from hiking. Hiking is more toward the physical exercises. But on the other hand, the forest bathing is immersing ourselves in nature, slow and mindful, the connection with the nature, using different senses, 5 senses, the 1 sense at a time.
Nature's prescription in action.
This is still beneficial for our health.
Laura Cochran, a local physician assistant who took Professor Kil's course on forest therapy, now prescribes time in nature to her patients and even her own kids.
You have a short little stroll through the woods together and then enjoy a snack. And inevitably, they start getting curious and just exploring. And everybody feels better afterward, you know.
Cochran helped Professor Kil create the forest bathing path at the Lower Hickson Trail.
We took the same scientific scales that he uses in his studies. We did them before and after doing the forest walks ourselves. And in live time, you could see, wow, like in this short period of time, I literally am circling different answers. I feel so much better.
Cora Versalotti is a wellness education assistant at Gunderson Health System. She's done research that echoes these findings, highlighting how outdoor activities are also cost-effective and accessible for kids, requiring no special equipment.
The outdoors is so healing and health promoting for everybody. Being outside is free, and we're so lucky in this area of beautiful Wisconsin that we have so many free spaces to explore the outdoors.
We sure do. Well, for more information on how you can start taking advantage of the healing powers of nature with your family and a link to the Professor Kil's study, just head to our website. We've got it posted.
The antitrust trial against Google has been set.
The case focuses on the tech giant's advertising dominance over the past few years.
And we continue to dwindle the snow cover, not much left, and it's going to probably vanish as we get towards Thursday. I'll break down if we see any more snow later on and how those temperatures look like by the weekend. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big pet care sale is going on now, and that means huge savings on the food, treats, and supplies you need to help keep your pets happy and healthy. Right now, get a free $15 gift card when you buy select Hill's Science Diet dog or cat food. Save $5 on assorted Taste of the Wild dog food. Select Rachel Ray Nutrish dog food, also $5 off. Plus, 40-pound bags of black oil sunflower seed, just $17.99.
If you've been hurt in an accident, you need the experienced attorneys of Schwebel, Getz & Sieben.
The language of law is very complex, but Schwebel, Getz & Sieben answered all my questions in plain English. They make complicated law very easy to understand. And I can't say enough about Paul, my attorney. He just made me feel so comfortable. I tell all my friends what a difference Schwebel, Getz & Sieben made in my life.
Go to Schwebel.com and fill out a free online case evaluation. There is no fee unless we win.
Looking for fun, family-friendly entertainment?
The La Crosse Sports Show returns February 8th through 11th.
Experience a safari-like walkthrough exhibit of kangaroos, lemurs, wild birds, and more.
Meet Dexter the dog, who learned to walk like a human.
Get grilling tips from Mad Dog and Merrill, or learn from fishing and hunting experts.
You can also feed parakeets, fish the trout pond,
and get free scoring of your trophy racks.
Come for the deals, stay for the fun.
February 8th through 11th at the La Crosse Center.
LaCrosseSportsShow.com.
Get solar and get saving with Olson Solar Energy in the La Crosse area.
When you're talking to someone and you call someone at Olson Solar, it's not someone in Utah, it's not someone in California, it is someone local right here. By doing that, we control the entire process. So we control the project management, we control the design, we control the installation, the electric, the hookup, permitting, and that really sets us apart.
Stop into our location near you. Learn more at olsonsolarenergy.com or give us a call.
To everyone who believes in tradition, come enjoy a few of ours from Wisconsin.
People in Wisconsin love a good fish fry.
Really love. And we love sharing it with guests everywhere. At Culver's, we still batter our North Atlantic cod by hand to order.
And we cook it to a crispy, golden perfection just for you.
For you.
For you. So it's crispy outside, flaky inside. Let us take care of you. With some homegrown traditions we were raised on.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
A trial date has been set in a blockbuster antitrust lawsuit against Google.
According to court documents, the trial between the Department of Justice and the tech giant will start September 9th. This case targets Google's economic dominance in online advertising over the past few years. This is the first antitrust case against a major tech company during the Biden administration.
The DOJ is joined by some states that allege unfair competition by Google over its technology and online search rivals. Google says the government's case is, quote, a flawed argument that would slow innovation. Well, we were just talking about how we got out and enjoyed this beautiful weekend earlier today.
Yep, I did not get lost over the weekend in my front yard, because that would be hard.
I unintentionally did some forest bathing. I got lost for an hour, but luckily it was sunny and nice out. It wasn't too cold. And Greg?
My weekend was good, enjoying the warm conditions, but yeah, it's going to be hiking out there really is muddy season. Kind of the mud comes later in March and April, but this year really for the last 2 weeks it's going to be mud season for right now. But we do have changes coming up. Nothing real cold, but the system out to the west that's really hitting Southern California pretty hard now, eventually into Nevada, that's the one that over time will bring the rainfall back into the area, but not till Thursday. It's going to take its time to get here. Overnight, we're going to see some of that high cloud breakup. Now, right now we see some low clouds hanging around from Ladysmith to Marshfield down to Vokesfield. Some areas still could see some patchy fog. It's a hard thing to tell right now, but given the setup, there's still that potential to see that in the morning. Pretty low chance right now, but otherwise, as you go through the rest of the morning, upper 20s, low 30s, we should climb quickly back up into the 40s as we get closer to noon, and then in the afternoon hours with the south wind beginning to pick up, we should see upper 40s, low 50s. Cloud cover will start increasing, but this will be really high clouds during the evening hour. Winds will continue, and look at those temperatures still in the 40s as we go all the way out to 7 or 8 tomorrow night. And more clouds will be in the story for Wednesday, but temperatures overall are going to be even warmer. Records tomorrow, probably not likely in La Crosse, given it's an unusual high one. It's back in the late 1800s at 59. Eau Claire should break another one, getting back into the 50s. Most of their record highs are in the upper 40s to around 50. For Wednesday, a better shot for both locations once again, and these temperatures Could be a little bit too low. If we have more sun than those high clouds, we could boost that another 3 to 4 degrees. Just depends on how things play out. But it's going to be mild nonetheless. The storm that we're watching will approach Wednesday, so the winds will start picking up ahead of it. Wednesday night, we should start seeing a little batch of rain begin to push into the area. The cold front really doesn't come through probably until Thursday. So Thursday afternoon, evening is when probably the best opportunity for more widespread rainfall. In fact, we might even see a thunderstorm with the setup like what we're having right now with the winds ahead of it. Thursday night, really, we begin to see the rain continuing. I think it'll taper off Thursday night. The low remains back to the northwest, so that'll keep the cold air much into the Dakotas and far northern Minnesota. Eventually it wraps up, pushes across. We dry out temporarily for Friday with just low clouds and maybe some drizzle. You can't even roll out flurries with this coming on the backside, but given those temperatures, it really won't be an issue if we do see any of the snow that does materialize as we go into Friday night. So that's kind of what we're looking. This could linger all the way through Saturday. Cloud cover will probably be in the story, but maybe some flurries or drizzle. Otherwise, that's what we're looking at. And once again, the wettest period should be Thursday to Thursday evening. We could have a thunderstorm. That's definitely a possibility. And if any snow does fall right now, it shouldn't be a really big deal. That's about a quarter to maybe a half inch for most areas. Fairly light. It's moving fairly quickly. Snowfall up to the north, northern Minnesota, Dakotas, and maybe north of Ladysmith. This goes through Saturday. Might see a little bit of snow on the backside, but once again, accumulation is very light. Should not be an impact of what we're going on with this system. For tonight, we're looking at upper 20s, low 30s. Once again, fairly mild conditions. Tomorrow, 50s for pretty much everyone. We'll see that, maybe mid-50s, and it could be records. Clouds will start increasing. The winds will continue on, and that'll be the story as we go on into the 8-day forecast as the temperature soars to the mid-50s. Rain chances increase Wednesday night and then taper off Friday. And beyond that, even though we do cool down to the upper 30s, it's still about 5 to 7 degrees above average. So no real cold air, but we are going to get wet.
All right. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, a slow start for the Bucks, but Doc is not worried. Plus, Badgers falling out of the top 10 after a tough week. Kate is up next.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Hy-Vee hot deals are burning hot. Fresh ground beef, just $2.68 for a 1-pound roll. Buy 2, get 2 free on select Pepsi products. And avocados, 2 for just $1. Only at Hy-Vee.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Hey man, thanks for holding my beer.
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks guys. I'll be here all night. You see that?
What?
Hey, what's up? Not much.
I'm gonna need another beer. I swear, you're everywhere.
Yeah, man, I've been busy.
Our composite windows are the clear choice for your home. This window is 12 times stronger than vinyl, 2,000% more airtight, and 40% more energy efficient. All at a price less than what many companies charge for vinyl windows. What does this mean for you and your home? Our composite windows make you more comfortable and save on your energy bills.
You're such a window nerd.
I've done my research, so you don't have to.
Come visit our new showroom and test the window nerd's knowledge. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows.
Your eyewear should be as individual as you. With Shopko Optical's extensive selection of frames and lenses, our optometrists will learn about you and help you customize the right choice for your lifestyle. Visit Shopko Optical and find your new signature style today.
Hy-Vee hot deals are burning hot. Fresh ground beef, just $2.68 for a 1-pound roll. Buy 2, get 2 free on select Pepsi products. And avocados, 2 for just $1. Only at Hy-Vee.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
All right, welcome to News 8 Now Sports. I'm Kate Overton. After last night's fourth quarter collapse, the Milwaukee Bucks are now just 2-4 in their last 6 games. A bit of a rough patch as we close in on the All-Star break. Milwaukee was outscored 40-13 in the fourth quarter of last night's game in Utah. Now, they were without Chris Middleton and Brook Lopez, but the loss is still a little alarming. On the bright side for the Bucks, they're playing harder on defense and giving a lot more effort. It may not be showing in the win column, but the Bucks have locked in on that side of the ball, and Coach Doc Rivers says Now they just need to get a little more condition to it so they're ready for the postseason.
We are playing hard now defensively, and you can see that visually. It also is taking stuff out of it. You know, you can see the fatigue. Our goal is to build up that type of intensity with a short rotation for 48 minutes of hard basketball, because that's what the playoffs are. But no one's at that point yet, and we're not either.
Also in Bucks news, on February 17th, both Dame Lillard and Malik Beasley will be representing Milwaukee during the NBA three-point contest during All-Star Weekend. Lillard won the three-point contest last year when he was still with Portland, and Beasley has the fourth best three-point shooting percentage in the entire NBA this season. Again, that's Saturday, February 17th, with the All-Star game coming on the 18th. The latest AP college basketball rankings are out, and the Badgers coming in at number 11. It was a rough week for Wisconsin, losing back-to-back games, including a big one at home yesterday to second-ranked Purdue. Badgers are still in second place in the conference as they sit at 8-3, but the schedule doesn't get any easier as they'll face Michigan on Wednesday. An update on Wisconsin hockey. Both the men's team and women's team have been dominant this season. The men's team currently ranked 4th with a 26-2 record this season, while the women's team is ranked 2nd with a 24-4 record. Both Badger teams have been one of the best on the ice, and we'll see if they can close the season strong. A couple of area teams in action tonight. I'll have highlights from Bangor as the Cardinal girls host Arcadia. We'll have another check on your forecast when we return.
We've done many, many renovations. We bought an old house and have made it into an up-to-date house. Whenever anything involves plumbing, the first call I make is to Maxwell White. Their technicians put together a great final product.
Ready? Okay.
The robotic money expert.
Clever. How do I start a savings habit?
Famous cabbage.
Savings habit.
Shaving rabbits.
Tech can make life simpler, but when it comes to savings habits, nothing's as simple as BMO. A BMO savings account helps you build the habit with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward. Ingenious.
Sardine fest.
This year's top prize goes to BMO.
I'm just in it for the saving, but it's nice to be recognized.
BMO.
Whether it's a bathroom remodel or comprehensive plumbing services, we at Maxwell White strive to keep our neighbors safe and comfortable in their homes, offering honest, upfront pricing on every service, all backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. Call Maxwell White today.
All right, tomorrow, once again, a very mild conditions. We might set a record, probably not in lacrosse. It's 59, a little bit unusually high. But Eau Claire, definitely with Story. Theirs is 48. They'll probably be record at 52. So once again, another record. And we could see records Wednesday and even Thursday with rain coming back in Wednesday night. And can't rule out a thunderstorm for Thursday
we're shaking
either.
up a bit, yeah.
A little bit. All right, thanks for joining us tonight at 6.
We'll see you at 10.